And welcome back, everyone, to Meta HSE Extra Time as we bring you an extra game here at 7:30 or 5:30 for our WA friends. It will be another Willetton team here. This time, the YouTubers taking on Kolbe's number 2 squad. And well, as we join you for the final time, I'm Chris. That's midnight once again. It's going to be yet another 2v3 here. So, yeah, that's unfortunate stuff to hear.
Not unfortunate, but it is the way it is, Chris. Sometimes you just can't make it. Sometimes tech issues hold you back. Either way, you just gotta roll with the punches and dive right into it. As the game will be kicking off very shortly, 2 versus 3. Of course, it looks like from the look of it, Willetton is the team with the 3, and Kolbe Catholic College is only able to bring 2 members to today's game. But we'll see how it goes for them as the first kickoff of game number 1 is kicking off now.
Yeah, so we had the battle of the 3-0 teams in our game half an hour ago. Now we have the battle of the 2-1 teams here. So both of these teams looking to try and, well, get their records 2, 3, and 1 to join Aurora at tie number 2. The losers, well, they'll probably be tied 4th depending on how other games go in the rest of the division here, as this could be the early goal here for the third Willetton side, and yep, Miraculous Media will get the opener.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It kind of felt like a bit of an easy shot, didn't it? Both defenders just really not ready for that offense to come through there. They get that one 1-0 now sitting already as the second kickoff is about to begin here. Gazlaw gets a pretty good start, but it is going to be R2. I'm just going to go Star Wars because I ain't saying 3 character names like that. Trying to contest it, misses the ball open. The ball is in a perfect position to score, but no one is really able to make a connection with it.
Yeah, just unable to capitalize on that ball this time around. Willetton has R2D2 just gets played for a foul there. Gaza, oh, that was an open there, but he can't convert, but will be recovered nicely by Lucid Flicks as he will pick up a second. And now it'll be 2-0 to Willetton once again here, who will probably, with that man advantage, will just be looking to try and get the series done as quickly as they can.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to be like, alright, let's just get in here, get it done with this aggression. And with the way that Kolbe Catholic College are playing, it seems a bit, I think they might just be a little bit thrown given the fact that they are trying to play a tournament. It looks like Finn actually is having a few internet issues, which does explain the odd movements of that. So a little bit harder to play defense when you're lagging all over the place, especially in a game like Rocket League.
Yeah, especially when you're already one man down. We did see Razor in our last game also having internet issues, and well, it looks like there might be something wrong with the ping from WA today. We've had a fair few players maybe just have some internet troubles, so yeah, it's not really helping out their cause too much here for Kolbe, and well, currently now it's 3-0, and yeah, has to be said, well, it's going to be 4-0 now, but this probably could be a bit of a walkover series, unfortunately, due to those few predicaments for him.
Yeah, it's one of these situations where it is so difficult to recover. You're already outnumbered, and we spoke at length last game what happens when you are outnumbered in a game like Rocket League. Now pair that up with one of the members that is available to you is just not realistically going to be able to do any aerial contest. They're going to struggle to actually be able to play with the ball. It's making a difficult situation that much harder.
Well, he moves now, but yeah, that looks like some horrific ping for him here. He's barely able to move, and
oh lord, that's 588 is what Finn's
yeah, that's unplayable in any game. So yeah, this is just absolutely horrid luck here for Kolbe, and well, this is obviously not a representation of how they normally play. So yeah, I think this one is an automatic forgive for him here. I mean, really a shame here. They're effectively now 3v1, and well, the opposition do recognize that here. They're just probably going to be playing out the rest of the game here. Maybe a few goals here or there for him here, as Finn, he might have his internet back here. Will lead to another goal for Gazzo, however. But,
it's jumped up to 999 for Finn, so I'm not so. I think you cursed him on that statement there, Chris.
Yeah, he moves once and it just
it just skyrockets to the former.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
really rough. There is at least the bit from Willetton in the blue is that they're not throwing all 3 members of the offense. It looks like they're keeping at least 1 person back, and they're kind of letting media just sort of go up on their own. Which, yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same level as okay, we'll fully disconnect. But hey, it effectively is becoming a 1v1 between C3PO and media, which again is a good show of sportsmanship, right? Like, yeah, look at Lucid. He's just vibing in the front half.
yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, you can't really do too much else here. I mean, you can just keep piling on the goals, but obviously that just adds to the time here. So, yeah, I mean, you don't really have too many other options for this series, and well, yeah, this is just really, really unfortunate stuff for Kolbe. There's another way of putting it here, as looks like Finn is able to move yet again, but you don't know how well he can move, as looks like he's just been repositioned back to where he started. So yeah, I mean, you don't know what to say, can you? It's just really, really unfortunate stuff for the Kolbe guys, as Gazzo pick up a 6th goal here, so he goes to 2 for himself.
Yeah, number 1 there, and C3PO is doing the best that they can, but there's just nothing you can do in these sort of situations. You're severely outnumbered. There's really no recoveries that you can perform in this state, and Finn is still just not having any luck with their internet, just fighting back consistently, and that means that Miracle and Gazlo, they continue just to do a 2-man offense here. There's nearly nothing that C3PO can do. Look at C3PO. He's just trying so hard to focus on that defense that you were talking about, and you might get to an offense. Will media get in the way? Yes, they will, and that kind of just stops it dead.
Yeah, 1 minute remaining on the clock here, and well, apart from goals, that minute should go quick enough here. So yeah, I mean, look, this is just a game where you just completely forget about what's happened, because I mean, sure, we'll say that YouTubers have won, the third Willetton team has won their game, but I mean, they didn't really have an opposition to play against here. This is just really, really unfortunate stuff here for Kolbe, just being denied a chance to even have some sort of competition in this series, with internet issues continuing to dog Finn here. And well, as time ticks away, this first game's done, the second game's probably all but done as well. So yeah, Willetton will more likely move to 3-1 to join Aurora, and well, yeah, for Kolbe, unfortunately, they're going to be 2-2 now for, well, really no fault of their own.
Yeah, it's really rough to lose a game like this, but it is what it is. Hopefully, in the future weeks, they'll be able to get all 3 members there. They won't have many net issues. Apparently, it's something to do with the patch, is what Twitchcat's saying. So
I'm not surprised with Rocket League, to be honest.
So that's game number 1 done and dusted there. Also, we know Willetton claim the victory. And Kolbe Catholic College, again, all credit for the for C3PO for actually still doing their best to put up a fight with all the circumstances that are stacked against them. So
yeah, I mean, Hunter is doing a good enough job with what he can do here, but he's effectively 1v3 at this point. So yeah, this is rough. Yeah, there's not a way of putting it. This is just really rough. This is very unfortunate for Kolbe Catholic College, their second team, and well, yeah, well, I mean, what do you do at this point, really? I mean, you can't have his third player come in, and well, Finn, it looks like his internet will continue to be a bit of a fairly big issue for him, really. So
yeah, it's jumping from the 500s to the 700s up to the 900s. It is arguably unplayable in those situations. So, coming into game number 2, he'll do what he can. They'll do what they can, but we'll just have to see how it goes, as the game will be kicking off shortly for game number 2. We have a pretty good idea, Chris, of how we think it's going to go. Finn's, it's actually fighting back. It's down to 300 now, which is every sign of possibility. And C3PO, A little bit late to load again, but again, credit. They saw the ball, was like, all right, let's just take this a little bit slow with Lucid, kicking it up into the air.
Yeah, and that will be the opening goal there to Lucid. Pretty easy one for him there as well. Yeah, just had pretty good control to get it through. Yeah, over the net, made it look easy, and well, really at the end of it, it was. Now, for any F1 fans out there, just a reminder that Monaco practice is actually on today, not tomorrow. And first practice has already started, and if anyone is interested, Carl Sainz currently the fastest car at the track, a 1:13.6 for him to kick things off. So, yeah, if you're an F1 fan, there's some information for you. If you're Lucid, you're just going to deny your teammate a goal.
Of course you are. In a game like this, you're like, all right, how can I just make my teammate's life as a little bit more difficult? And the answer is, if you're not...
Oh, there we go, he's moving.
Ooh, wait, Finn, his internet's back. Finn's back into the game, Chris.
Yeah, this is... And he gets a pretty decent shot off. Unfortunately, it was saved, but... Yeah, looks like he'll be back in action for the second game at least. So it does give a bit of life here to Kolbe, but still, one goal down when you're already one man down as well. Makes life pretty darn hard, and well, Lucid, he quickly gets a twofer there. 2 goals within a minute, and well, at least we can see Finn play a little bit here, although, saying that though, it looks like he still has some sort of internet issues, so.
But it's signs of life, right? And that's kind of just what's really, really exciting coming into game number 2. Of course, again, I don't know, Chris, if that's going to change the results, but, you know, it makes me excited. It makes me happy to see that Finn's at least allowed to play some Rocket League in their official match tonight. As a setup in the goal, that is Miracle, able to pick up yet another one.
Yep, and that was a nice goal for him as well. Just, underneath to just caught out underneath. Finn couldn't make it back in time to get a clean touch to it to save it, and yeah, it's going to be 3-0 now to the side of the YouTubers as time continues to tick down here. As I said earlier, series probably already in the bag for him here, so they will go 3-1 now in the WA region. Their opponents, though, with all these issues, means that they will fall down to 2-2 unless we see an absolute dead set miracle.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty difficult, honestly, Chris. I don't like saying, oh, there's no chance, but it's very difficult considering you're just outnumbered. The other team have got more players than you. The other team have got just momentum, and morale is obviously going to be a little bit hard when this is happening to you. So we'll see if there is a chance. We've seen crazier things, Chris. If you can recall, like in one of our first earlier casts, there was a game where it was like 7 goals in a minute or something like that ages ago. So it's not impossible, but it's very difficult.
Yeah, it's not impossible, really. I mean, you're only 3 goals down. You might get one here, although Miraculous will be able to get the save there from the Finn attempt. Underneath now just trying their best to just trying to find something, but at the halfway point in this game, it's I hate to be blunt, but as Gazzo has a bit of a whiff there, the series is pretty much done, really.
Yeah, it's going to be near impossible to recover this situation. Yeah, near impossible, it's theoretically possible, but based on what we're seeing, even with Finn returning to assist C3PO on his team, they're just outnumbered. The other team has more firepower than them. It's just going to be a Herculean task that they are doing. So, but again, give it a shot, and I guess that's like the heart of the point behind meta, right? Is just, you know, getting people to play in teams with your schoolmates. I mean, I can't tell the number of times I've said on a metacast, you know, I'd love this back when if I was a high schooler to have known this was a thing. So
yeah, it would have been. I mean, yeah, you are right. It's good to get players out here, but when you have issues like this, it does sort of take away from the enjoyment, I suppose. But time ticks away here, and the players just have a bit of fun on the field. I mean, I honestly don't know what to say. This has just been absolutely unfortunate here for Kolbe, who have really been rolled of a chance to go 3-1 in the WA division.
Yeah, I suppose the saving grace of it, if nothing else, Chris, is that this isn't like the final week where everything is about playoffs. The team has still done well throughout the weeks of play, and assuming that this is the the one big time that these kind of issues happen to them, then they should have no issues bouncing back after this week and taking a good run at finals when they do eventually come around in the later weeks. So it's not over for this team by any stretch of the imagination, and I do really hope to see them, when finals does start kicking around here, as there are 30 seconds left on the clock. Finn trying to make something worth of it in the corner, and Kolbe Catholic College, we're seeing some signs of life, but unfortunately, yeah, it's just a little bit far too little, a little bit far too late, as the game will run down, and Willetton High School will claim our fourth and final match of the day with a 2-0 game series.
Yes, indeed. It's an easy 2-0 for him at the end of it here as time ticks away. And, well, that will be the blue team, Willetton YouTubers, winning the series to cap off the night here. So, yeah, I mean, it's not really much else to say about that series. Just really, really unfortunate luck there for Kolbe, as we are just going to do an MVP now. Looks like it will be after D2C3PO. So, I mean, yeah, he tried his best throughout the series. I mean, it's not much else he could ask for in what was pretty horrid circumstances for him there. I mean, if I was in his shoes, I probably would have just FF'd, to be completely honest with you. But
well, that's why he gets that's why he gets MVP, right? Fighting out hard in both games in a 1v3 in game number 1, and deciding, I'm gonna do the best I can. So credit is given where credit was due. We don't care that you lost the match, mate. You never gave up, and that's why you're getting MVP there for our fourth game of the night.
Indeed, and with that, that's where we will leave our stream for today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back at 5 p.m. AEST next Thursday for the halfway point of the Meta HSE Rocket League series. But until then, I've been Chris. That's been Midnight. Thanks to Aaron for producing. And until next Thursday, goodbye and have fun on the fields.